So Hero 11, Hero 10, Hero 9 will overheat. My previous Hero 11 video where I tried to make it overheat, well, it successfully overheated at 5K 60, 14 minutes and 30 seconds into it. So people watch that and go,
wait, I want a GoPro that's gonna last longer than that.
Now, this might shock you, but in my real world GoPro usage, I've never had it overheat on me.
Gasp!
So let me show you how to do it.
Mr. Black.
By the way, welcome to the channel. My name is Danny Black, and if you're new here, don't be a stranger. Click that button right there. Links to everything you can find down in the description, plus some more info and coupon codes for amazing GoPro accessories and a surprise link. Also, if you're having a good day, click that button right there. If you're having a bad day, still click it. Maybe it'll make your day better. And if you want to win a Hero 11, I'm giving one away on this channel thanks to Tellison, the accessory company. So that's happening next week. If you're here early enough and you're watching this, check down in the description. I show you how to enter. It's really easy. If you're watching this after the fact, well, you know, stick around because I do giveaways on this channel all the time. And before we get to all the specs and how-tos, this video is mid-roll ad-free thanks to Motion Array. Hands down the best website where you can download different effects packages to enhance your videos. And also saves you a lot of time. So stick around to the end where I will tell you more about that, or you can check out the link in the description or the pinned comment and try it for yourself. Here we go. So when I made that Hero 11 overheat test, it wasn't to say that these things are faulty. It was mainly to say that these things will overheat when you're using them wrong. Wrongly? Which one's right? Which one's wrong? And even cooler, GoPro commented on that and they said, you nailed it. These cameras are designed first and foremost to deliver the best quality content in high action and outdoor environments, which provide the airflow and therefore better run times. We made several changes to improve thermal performance in the Hero 11 Black, like a redesign and heat sink, optimized firmware including Enduro battery and box, implementing extended runtime settings into extended battery and longest battery modes for easier discovery by users. So let me tell you the way that I use this because, like I said, I've never really had it overheat, and I've been using it like all over the place in Australia, which is like the hottest place in the world. First things first, I always recommend using this SD card right here. I bought it on Amazon. It's nice and cheap, and the link will be in the description. And depending on what I'm filming, that's how I'll decide like the resolution or the frame rate. If I'm wanting to capture some beautiful landscape shots of some scenery, I put it on 5K 60, but I'm only recording between 1 to 5 minutes at a time. I'm not usually keeping it there for like an hour long. I put it on 60 frames per second because I can slow it down a little bit in case maybe I kind of rush a shot too much. And also I like it on 5K because then I can also like do like a little cinematic kind of zoom into it while I'm editing it. If I'm just talking to the camera, I like to put it on 4K 30. I think that I don't need to slow myself down and
make myself sound like this.
If I'm shooting B-roll or doing something with action, I'll have it on 4K 60. And if I need that really slow motion, I'll put it on 4K 120. But I'm only usually shooting between 1 to 2 minutes because when you slow it down 4 times, that's like 4 minutes to 6 minutes of footage. So if I'm shooting 4K 120, I like to plan out the shot. I know when it's gonna happen. I hit record and capture that slow motion shot. So like I said, on that overheat test, I did my best to make it overheat faster. I had like all the things on, like hypersmooth, GPS, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, voice controls, shot it at the highest resolution and frame rate, 5K 60 frames per second. I even had the screen brightness at 100%, and I also made it so that the screen stayed on the whole time. So if you want to add that longevity to your GoPro so you can get longer shots and not worry about it overheating, well, I mean, for one, if it's sitting on a tripod or sitting somewhere, disable hypersmooth because you don't need stabilization if it's sitting on a tripod. If you don't need to connect your GoPro to your phone app, you can turn off Wi-Fi. If you don't need GPS, you can turn off GPS. You get what I'm saying here? Just turn off those things. Although I don't really think that Wi-Fi and GPS and Bluetooth and voice controls really contribute to overheating. I just always think it's better to have them off, and then when you need to use them, you can easily turn them on. But one of the main things is don't have your screen on 100% brightness. Keep it at 50% or take it down to 10% if you want to even make it last longer. And the other thing is you can have the screen turn off at 1 minute. So after 1 minute of not touching it, it will turn off. I think right now it's defaulted to 2 minutes, which is still pretty good. Now, if you're in direct sunlight, I recommend finding some shade for this thing. And that would actually be a really good accessory. Tellison, if you're listening, some kind of GoPro umbrella. I feel like it would look something like that. And another option is the GoPro Volta. And that's because one of the main things that gets hot is the battery. So if you are recording and the Volta's plugged in, you can actually take out that hot battery and you could pop in a fresh one. And it's still going, and Yeah. So these are the practices I use, and just like I said, I've never had any of these cameras overheat on me, even in hot days. It's just because like a normal use for it, where you go out and you film a couple things, or maybe you're on a skateboard, or maybe you're surfing, you know, there's a lot of airflow, there's a lot of water that keeps it cool. But enough about me, let's talk about Motion Array. Now, if there was ever a product I could just solely endorse, it would be Motion Array. If you are a video editor, Motion Array is where you can find some of the best plugins. And those plugins are how you get some really cool graphics for your videos, or even live streams. Like when I need to make an intro for something, I can easily browse through Motion Array, I search through their intros, their titles, or whatever. Like that July intro I did, that was all from Motion Array, and I made that in like 20 minutes. And there are a lot to choose from, and they're also adding new ones all the time. And I get it, this sounds like an ad, because it kind of is, but this is exactly what I'd be telling any of my friends or family that are looking for cool effects for their videos. It's just, I highly recommend it, I love it, I use it all the time. If you click the link in the description or the pinned comment to let them know that I sent you, you can save $50 on an annual plan. But you can just click the link and check it out for yourself, browse through some of those effects. Well, don't do it now, you know, wait till the end of the video, but get back to it. Okay, well that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. There's so much happening on this channel, it's crazy. So stay tuned, and I'll see you next time.
Mr. Black.